This is 10 News to Go, your quick check of the big stories we are tracking and where you can get updates on them.
Yeah, right now we're tracking some major crashes this morning, including a rescue on the 15. Let's get right to Kalina Estrinos.
Yeah, we have our 10 News breaking news tracker on scene right now of the 15 freeway. This is southbound right at Carroll Canyon, and you can see we have some people out of the car, but that white car that you see kind of behind everything, wedged under that big rig. Now, I just spoke with our CHP officer, Tommy Dorr, and he said that there are no injuries in this accident. So that is the good news. Of course, southbound, this SIG alert, 2 right lanes are blocked off. It's going to be like this for a while. That traffic backup already to the 56. Now on the northbound side of the 15 freeway, we also have another crash. Looks like it's a car fire. The left lane is blocked off here. This one's just past Miramar Way, also causing a heavy backup. You can see those cars pretty much at a crawl here, leaving the 52. Jason, Virginia?
And now to a story breaking overnight in Vista, where a man says he thought he was going to die when a group of masked men held him up to get his car. And right now, deputies looking for several men who slipped past them after that stolen car crashed.
Yeah, let's get right back out to 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala, who's been tracking the investigation in Vista. Mimi, what leads do deputies have?
Well, Virginia, Jason, the man's cell phone was taken from him, so they can try to track that down, and so is his wallet. So they'll be checking to see if there are any charges made to any of his cards over the next couple of days. But they did find his car when the men crashed it right into a garage about a mile away from where we are now in West Los Angeles Street, down on Franklin Lane. The men inside the car then scattered all over the place, jumping over a fence and running away. The search was on. Deputies have been using flashlights, canines, and helicopters overnight. And a canine named Barry found one of the men hiding behind a bush, and it turns out that man, who was the driver, identified as Miguel Pimentel, was already on probation, so he was arrested on several charges. But right now, 4 of those men are still on the run this morning, so deputies will continue searching for them. We're live in Vista. Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
Breaking news update now. Suspected drunk driver plowed his truck right into this bar that he just left. Everybody inside was ducking and diving to get out of the way. The driver who just left that bar pulled forward instead of putting his truck in reverse. Paramedics checked out 4 of the people who were inside, but they're going to be okay. The driver was not hurt, but police arrested him for DUI. Bar employees said he stopped drinking about 2 hours before this, but apparently that wasn't enough time for him to sober up.
Right now, a North County family is desperately searching for their missing teenage daughter. Take a look at your screen and look at that face. That is Marie Fischetti. She was last seen on Saturday in the town of Vista. She's 16 years old, 5'5", about 180 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. If you want to help us get the word out to find her, you can go to our 10 News Facebook page and share our post about Marie's disappearance. Maybe somebody will recognize her on social media.
President Trump will wrap up his first 100 days in office today, but most people are focused on Capitol Hill, where the House is getting ready to vote on a short-term, 1-week budget bill today. Republican leaders said last night they could push it through with no Democratic votes. It would fund the government through May 5th, but at least that would avoid a government shutdown for now. 10 News will keep a close eye on that House vote. The second it's announced, we will send an alert on our 10 News app. We'll also have all the details posted on our website, 10news.com, including how our local representatives voted. We'll be reaching out to them to hear their thoughts on this short-term bill. Whatever they say, if they get back to us, we'll let you know what they say tonight on 10 News at 6.
And we're talking about the faster clearing of the marine layer, and check it out, Escondido already seeing blue skies coming through. You can see the sunshine on the palm tree there. We're going to see faster clearing of the clouds, mostly sunny for most of the day today, and warm, 70s for the coast, 80s inland, and the winds will be picking up this afternoon, peaking tonight into tomorrow morning. So if you are headed out for the March for Babies in Balboa Park, it will be cool and breezy in the morning, but look at that, by 10 a.m. already up to 75 degrees. Do expect to see 80s at the coast and for Balboa Park tomorrow afternoon.
No justice, no peace.
It's not a black thing!
It's been a black thing for the last 300 years.
This weekend marks the 25th anniversary of the Los Angeles riots. 5 days of deadly mayhem, violence, fires, racial tension, and rage just colliding. These images are now historic. A new documentary on the riots is debuting tonight here on ABC 10. Oscar-winning director John Ridley is behind Let It Fall.
In the film, talk about it as being a movement, a rebellion, a riot, guerrilla warfare. But ultimately, we're talking about human beings that were involved.
The riot started in LA on April 29th, just hours after a jury acquitted police officers in the Rodney King beating trial. Let It Fall starts 10 years earlier, documenting the simmering tension in LA that eventually boiled over. You can watch Let It Fall tonight, again here on ABC 10 at 9, followed by 10 News at 11.
And the news now continues. Good Morning America coming up next. They're going to be looking into President Trump's new warning about a possible conflict with North Korea. All options on the table as his 100 days in office wind down.
And if you use our 10 News app, you can keep track of all the issues with traffic here. You can see this. Kalina's been telling you about this on the 15 by Carroll Canyon. A terrible crash with this big rig and a couple of cars. We're going to be tracking this and the backup. We'll update you coming up here in 30 minutes, but also you can follow it on our app.